Right now, we've got a maximum pressure campaign that is strangling the regime. Their economy is contracting dramatically. The people of Iran are upset. They're protesting. They have been protesting for some time. They've been brutally put down in Tiananmen Square-style massacres that the press has not been covering. And you know, we think the regime is in real trouble.
Not to sit here. Press does everything it can to cover. It is a very difficult country to cover.
It is,
okay?
because
this is not a press trying to omit things here. I'd like not that to be a shot at us.
It's a difficult place to cover because they have an authoritarian regime, and they shut down the internet, and we get there are more questions about what the United States is doing to try and help the people of Iran than necessarily what the regime is doing. But I agree with you; it's a tough place to cover because of the regime.
Let me ask you to respond to something of former Senator Jim Webb, who was also a Reagan Secretary of Navy, and you know he's got very, very interesting views when it comes to war and peace and the Constitution. And he writes this: "It is legally and logically impossible to define one part of a national government as an international terrorist organization without applying the term to that entire government. The Revolutionary Guards are a part of the Iranian government. If they are attacking us, they are not a terrorist organization, they're an attacking army." And he was basically calling it, we took out a commander of another country's army. And to call him a terrorist, then at that point, then if you are calling him a terrorist, then isn't everybody in that regime a terrorist by definition?
Well, in this case, the Quds Force, the IRGC Quds Force, which operates outside of Iran and foments revolution and terrorism in Yemen, in Syria, where 500,000 people have been killed, in Lebanon with Hezbollah, in Iraq. That organization has been designated legally as a terrorist organization. Soleimani was the head of it, but he's not just been designated by us. He's under a travel ban from the UN. He shouldn't even have been outside of Iran. I mean, this was someone who was a leader of an organization that was engaged in terror. He was involved in plotting imminent attacks against the United States. The president made a very difficult decision, but a bold decision to remove him from the battlefield.